welcome to our deep dive, seeking a modern-day Cinderella tale, one set in the cutthroat world of K-pop, where the label is the evil stepmother, where members unknowingly act as the stepsisters, and one duet saves the overlooked girl, a song that shatters 1 billion views. Well, your search ends here because Rosé just rewrote her own fairy tale. Once seen as the least favored member of Blackpink, she is now the top girl, not only in K-pop, but across the entire globe. First, let's uncover how YG Entertainment, our story's own evil stepmother, held back Rosé's ascent. For years, when a young Rosé first joined YG as a trainee at just 15, she had to leave behind her life of comfort in Australia to chase a dream she never quite believed could come true. Winning out of 700 at the YG audition, she was instantly signed and flown to South Korea, where she would train for 4 long years before debuting as the last member of Blackpink. But those 4 years were anything but glamorous. YG Entertainment is known for its harsh and secret training system where only the fiercest survive. And Rosé's gentle, withdrawn spirit made her an outlier, but not in a way that the agency seemed to appreciate. Despite possessing a unique vocal gift, Rosé was often pushed aside in her trainee days by louder personalities and more easily marketable looks. When Jennie was pushed as the group's main face from the start, and Lisa's powerful dance skills made her an instant star, Rosé's own gifts were quietly kept hidden. When Blackpink debuted, YG's media machine focused on Jennie's high fashion image, Lisa's dance, and Jisoo's visuals. Rosé's voice was just seen as one texture in the group's sound, not her own defining power trait. So much that even with her talent, YG kept Rosé's solo locked away like a secret, while Jennie was the first member to go solo just 2 years after their debut, but Rosé's shot was held till 21, 5 years on. In the K-pop world, that is basically a lifetime. And this delay wasn't because she was unprepared. She was writing songs, playing her guitar, and quietly getting ready in the wings. But YG's infamous promotional games meant she was left waiting in the wings, and waiting, and waiting. In those early years, Rosé was typecast as the sweet, gifted girl, but merely a piece of the Blackpink brand, never the solo star. At the same time, Jennie's solo hit her reign as the cool it girl, and Lisa's dance prowess made her an online legend. Even Jisoo, with her looks and acting, carved her own space. But for Rosé, she was the girl with a guitar, a voice in the chorus, the member that everyone liked, but not the one they obsessed over. What YG didn't grasp was that while they were sidelining Rosé, she was quietly building something far more significant, her own identity, and this became her magical turning point. Instead of just fighting to fit the established Blackpink mold, Rosé embraced what truly made her unique. She owned her gentle spirit, her thoughtful soul, and her deep love for the art of music. Instead of trying to be louder or more intense, she made her serene energy her signature. Her social media wasn't flooded with the usual selfies or viral dance trends. No, it was an artful gallery of dreamy black and white stills, nostalgic filters, and strategic glimpses that gave her fans a taste of her carefully guarded world without ever truly pulling back the curtain, much like Cinderella and her loyal animal confidants. Even her very own solo debut, On the Ground, wasn't some explosive dance track. No, it was a vulnerable, stripped back, emotional ballad that put her raw vocal power and inner turmoil on display. And the gamble paid off. The song shattered records, becoming the fastest music video by a K-pop female soloist to hit 100 million views on YouTube. You see, Rosé wasn't trying to be the most provocative girl in the room. She was becoming the coolest girl in the room. The one who remained an enigma. The one who didn't need to scream to command your attention. Her decision to perform with a guitar on stage wasn't just a nostalgic nod to her past. It was a calculated branding masterpiece, one that set her apart from the sea of other K-pop idols and aligned her with Western songwriters like the iconic Taylor Swift and Lana Del Rey. While other idols overexposed themselves on social media, Rosé kept her own presence highly selective and exclusive, like a luxury brand. The less she posted, the more valuable each rare post became. And that's the exact reason why brands like Yves Saint Laurent and Tiffany & Co. wanted her. When Rosé became the first idol to ever lead a Saint Laurent global campaign, it was more than a fashion contract. It was a statement. Rosé wasn't just a pop star any longer. She was quietly making her ascent into the world of high fashion and untouchable luxury. And then she went to the ball and met her prince, Bruno Mars. Now, if there was one single move that officially solidified Rosé as the one to watch, it was her duet with Bruno Mars on Appetite. On the surface, the pairing was a total shock. Rosé's ethereal voice against Bruno's famous soulful grit. But that was exactly what made the move so brilliant. The song merged two completely opposite fan worlds, Western pop and K-pop, as one. That pre-chorus alone had the internet in a complete chokehold. Within weeks, it soared to #1 in over 25 countries. Even the story behind the scenes, the way this collaboration was born, shows just how skillfully Rosé has been playing the long game from the start. In a talk, Bruno Mars confessed he didn't even know what the song title meant when she proposed it, but he believed in her vision enough to go all in. That is the quiet power Rosé has been building, where even music royalty now follows her every move. By the time her solo debut smashed 1 billion views, Rosé's metamorphosis was undeniable. The quiet girl who once faded into the background had seized the spotlight, and her secret? She did it by never trying to be anyone but the real her. And if you're curious how she stacks up against her own bandmates, well, the facts don't lie. While Jennie's solo work thrived on massive hype and Lisa's dance challenges took over the internet, neither of them has managed to reach that coveted billion-view club on YouTube. Rosé's strategic collabs, high fashion campaigns, and carefully chosen brand deals have silently eclipsed them all without ever needing manufactured viral moments or drama. In fact, Rosé has achieved something even more elusive. She has shattered the K-pop mold without ever abandoning her roots. Instead of begging for Western approval like countless idols before her, she's made the West's biggest artists chase her, and with every step, she's closing in on a status that only a select few in K-pop have ever truly claimed: genuine global superstardom. We see you, Jungkook. But her solo debut was just the glass slipper. The real fairy tale is Rosé's solo album. With 12 tracks, she pulled listeners into the emotional roller coaster of her 20s, from late-night heartbreak songs to personal ballads. The album felt as intimate as secretly reading the pages of her private diary. The heart of the album was in ballads like Stay a Little Longer and 2 Years, where Rosé's delicate, haunting vocals truly shone. But of course, Apote reigned supreme. The album was a raw mix of heartbreak and fun, proving Rosé's Cinderella story isn't about silent suffering. It's about her writing her own ending after, or maybe her happily ever after has to do with a toxic till the end Tiffany rings lyric that went viral. Because speaking of those Tiffany rings, the rumor mill is spinning. Remember how fans have been speculating for years about her and actress Bae Suzy dating? Well, those rumors resurfaced after Suzy's latest MV appeared to show a matching Tiffany ring, the same one Rosé always wears on her fourth finger. And if these latest whispers are true, there might be another shocking plot twist waiting to unfold in Rosé's story. What's the next chapter in Rosé's story? Drop your predictions in the comments. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Noona-K for all the K-pop drama you need.